Since ancient times, ghost stories, tales of spirits who return from the dead to haunt the places they left behind, have figured prominently in the folklore of many cultures around the world. A rich subset of these tales involve historical figures ranging from queens and politicians to writers and gangsters, many of whom died early, violent or mysterious deaths. The concept of a ghost, also known as a specter, is based on the ancient idea that a person's spirit exists separately from his or her body and may continue to exist after that person dies. Because of this idea, many societies began to use funeral rituals as a way of ensuring that the dead person's spirit would not return to haunt the living. Ghosts have been a staple of storytelling for centuries, and these tales stand out among them all. Here are top 5 most scariest ghost sightings. Number 5. The Cock Lane Ghost. One of the most famous of all British ghosts is surely the Cock Lane Ghost, which caused a sensation in London in 1762. At a house in Cock Lane, Smithfield, a poltergeist was reported to be terrorizing the inhabitants. The ghost made loud knocking noises, and the household claimed they had seen the phantom with their own eyes. The haunting on Cock Lane caused such a stir that crowds began to flock to the house, with many visitors claiming to have witnessed the ghost's activities for themselves. The noisy spirit then claimed to be a former resident of the house called Fanny, who had lived there with a Mr. Kent. The poltergeist, nicknamed Scratching Fanny, revealed that Kent had murdered her. The Cock Lane Ghost was eventually uncovered as a hoax, a scheme with blackmail in mind, perpetrated by a resident of the house named Richard Parsons and his 11-year-old daughter Elizabeth. Richard Parsons got his just desserts. He was pilloried and sentenced to 2 years in prison. Number 4. The Bell Witch. Arguably the most famous ghost in American history is the Bell Witch. In 1817, at a farmhouse in Tennessee, a vicious, violent, malevolent poltergeist plagued John Bell and his large family. Starting with mysterious scratching and rapping sounds, it moved on to furniture being shoved about, bedclothes being violently thrown off, and physical assault including slapping and pinching. During disturbance, the Bell's 12-year-old daughter would behave strangely, fainting or sometimes going into a trance. Number 3. Anne Boleyn. One of the most frequently reported ghost sightings in England dates back to the 16th century. Anne Boleyn, the second wife of King Henry VI and mother of Queen Elizabeth I, was executed at the Tower of London in May 1536 after being accused of witchcraft, treason, incest, and adultery. Sightings of Boleyn's ghost have been reported at the Tower as well as in various other locations, including her childhood home, Ever Castle in Kent. Number 2. Benjamin Franklin. America's own rich tradition of historical ghosts begins with one of its most illustrious founding fathers, Benjamin Franklin. Beginning in the late 19th century, Franklin's ghost was seen near the library of the American Philosophical Society in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Some reports held that the statue of Franklin in front of the society comes to life and dances in the streets. Number 1. Abraham Lincoln. Though many ghost sightings have been reported at the White House in Washington, D.C. over the years, perhaps no political figure has made so frequent an appearance in the afterlife as Abraham Lincoln, the nation's 16th president, who was killed by an assassin's bullet in April 1865. Lincoln, formerly a lawyer and congressman from Illinois, is said to have been seen wandering near the old Springfield Capitol building, as well as his nearby law offices. At the White House, everyone from first ladies to queens to prime ministers have reported seeing the ghost or feeling the presence of Honest Abe, particularly during the administration of Franklin D. Roosevelt, another president who guided the country through a time of great upheaval and war. Thanks for watching, and please click on the subscribe button if you liked this video, and turn on the notification so you don't miss out on our next video.